If you're feeling burnt out, if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling stressed, or maybe you're just frustrated, this video is going to be the video for you. I'm going to talk about how I overcome burnout, how to recognize burnout, and how it can help change your trading, change your life, and just set you up for a better day today in general. So hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's jump into it. All right, guys. So before I start, I just want to say thank you so much for 15,000 subscribers. I feel like I just was celebrating 13 or 12, and it's absolutely unbelievable to think that we are now at 15. The goal for the end of the year was 20,000, and I just can't believe it. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for 15,000 subscribers. That is insane. So I thought this was a perfect video to make today because this is something I'm going through right now currently. I'm burnt out, and over my trading journey so far, I have been able to identify when I am feeling burnt out, and I've been able to develop some practices that I will share with you throughout this video that have really helped me recharge and kind of refuel, as you will, and kind of set me up for a better following day or the day after. I'll give you a little backstory. Along my journey, there were moments, many moments, where I didn't know what burnout was. I thought I was supposed to feel this way just due to the whole hustle culture and all those motivational speakers out there that say you need to work 24/7, otherwise you're falling behind and all that stuff. I was neglecting sleep, and I was just putting everything I could on a day-to-day basis into this, right? Into the charts, which, don't get me wrong, I think we have to put a lot of our effort into here, but at the same time, we have to recognize when we need to break, right? And I'll relate this in a way that maybe people who aren't a serious trader yet can understand. So for example, let's talk about university, college, or school in general. You know the feeling when you're studying for an exam and you're cramming, you're trying to get as much info in as possible to prepare you for that exam, and you start to feel like you're in that situation where you're just not retaining anything anymore. You're getting that headache, you're feeling really tired and stressed, and it feels like nothing that you are doing is bringing any value, right? It feels like it's going in one ear and out the other. And well, that is exactly the feeling that I felt in trading, and you probably are too if you're clicking this video. It's a frustrating feeling because we feel like we need to be on here 24/7, otherwise we're not doing anything correctly, right? We're falling behind and we're not going to achieve our goal. When in reality, it's all about putting the forward pressure to put your goals in movement, but also recognizing when you need to pull the reins back just a little bit, just to give yourself that little breather to prevent burnout, and then jump back into it. And I find that this is something that I only recognized over the past, I'd say, year or so. I was very, 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 probably like you, into working 24/7. And I feel like it's something I still have to work on, realizing the mistakes that I make when I am in that mental state. It's allowed me to not even try to push the boundaries anymore, because you're essentially just wasting time and you're getting stuff. You're literally just wasting time because you're not being productive. You're not actually gaining anything out of whatever you're trying to do if you are operating at a burnout state, a burnout mindset, right? Your body needs a break, and that's the reality. Another thing I want to add to this video before we talk into another thing I want to talk about before we jump into how to fix it is it only gets worse. Okay, so don't think that you can push through burnout. Don't think that you can push through that feeling. Yes, you can have coffee, you can do all that stuff, but all you're doing is building more and more and more and more debt to it, so that eventually it's gonna just kick you in the butt, right? It's gonna take over your life, and it's gonna put you in a very, very dark mental state. Some of my darkest moments in my trading journey have been because I have been overworked and I have been burnt out. Because there's nothing fun about that. And it breeds depression, it breeds anxiety, and it breeds stress. We've talked about how to recognize burnout. Think of it as, I am not able to soak in any more information. Maybe you're on a losing streak. Maybe you're chasing trades. Maybe you're just operating in a state of frustration. And you have to audit that feeling and think, okay, is this frustration coming as a result of me losing a couple trades in a row? That's okay, that happens. Or has this frustration been being built and built and built and added to due to external circumstances? So are other things in your life not going the greatest right now? Because if you have external stuff going on that is only going to add stress, you should not be trading. That is only going to add to the burnout effect. It is not good, okay? So figure out what's going on there, deal with that, then come back to the charts, because trying to trade while you have external stuff going on is not a good recipe. It's a recipe for disaster, if anything. Okay? So once you recognize that you are in this state of mind, you need to pull the reins back and you need to give yourself some space. You need to close the charts and tell yourself, these aren't going anywhere. Okay? You can take a couple days off and nothing is going to happen. If anything, it's going to be more productive for you to take that time off to reset, to recharge, and then go back to the charts. Another reference here is it's like going to the gym. You don't work out the same muscle every single day. You have to give it time to grow. You have to give it time to heal and build back better, right? It has to build back muscle. You tear the muscles, you give it rest, and then it builds. I forget the stat, but most of our muscle building is done when we're resting. Most of our muscle building is done while we're asleep, right? So if you're neglecting rest, you're not going to grow. And it goes for anything, right? You can still hustle. You can still put the work in every single day to become the best you can be. But by doing that, you have to also take care of your rest. You have to also take care of your recovery and realize, damn, I'm not feeling myself today. I'm going to take the day off. And by doing that, you're able to continue to move forward while also pulling back at the proper time to continue, right? Think of it as the market, for example, okay? Higher highs and higher lows. The market doesn't just go like this. What happens when the market is overextended, guys? It has a retracement to then continue up again, right? And what happens when we see that the market is overextended? The candles start to die, right? The candles start to get less and less and less strong towards the top of the move, and we're able to predict that price is most likely going to retrace. And that is a perfect analogy for how we should audit ourselves. If you notice a significant energy decrease in yourself, take a breather, take a break. Now I'm going to share with you what I personally do to do that. So what works for me the most is when I'm feeling burnt out, I will close the charts and I won't look at it for the rest of the day. Now, that in itself is going to bring a lot more mental clarity than you think, especially if it's been built up over time, right? Like I said earlier, burnout is something you can't fix by just pushing through it. It's only going to get worse and worse, okay? The next thing that I will do is I will go for a walk outside. It sounds very, very simple, but something about just getting outside and going for a walk, not only does it clear your head, but it just brings your whole body back to like a neutral, calm state. You can throw on a podcast if you want. I can link podcasts in the description of this video that I listen to on a day-to-day basis that can very, very help you. They have nothing to do with trading, but they're just great mindset podcasts. So I will do that, okay? So go look at the description of this video. Another thing that I will do, guys, is breath work. So if I'm feeling very, very stressed or anxious or burnt out, I will have a little meditation session. I don't meditate every single day. I've tried it. I find it didn't bring enough value to my life that I needed to do it on a consistent basis. And some of you may totally disagree, and that's okay. But I will meditate if I am feeling stressed. And I will also link the meditation playlist down below on Spotify that I listen to, and I do that as well. Very, very nice. It just puts you in a nice, relaxed state of mind. And that's sometimes all we need. Sometimes all we need is, like my reference in the video the other day, guys, just get those claw machines. When you put the change in and then you want to get the stuffed animal as a kid or whatever, you just pick yourself up out of that situation with the claw machine and place yourself in a better state of mind. And that helps a ton. That honestly in itself has helped me big time. Another thing is go around nature. Okay? People may say, what does nature have anything to do with trading? Nature doesn't have anything to do with trading, but nature has everything to do with bringing yourself back to a clear mental state, right? You have to think about our whole evolutions as humans, right? We were in the wild, we were in the nature. We were in the nature. I'm going to keep that in because I think it sounds funny, but our bodies respond very, very well to being outdoors, being in nature, right? The air that we breathe is more pure, right? So go for a walk, mix that walk in a trail if you have a trail around your house. So make sure you're trying to find a trail, trying to find a park or anything that you can just get outside and clear your mind. And by implementing those 2 steps or 3 steps there, it's going to help you drastically, okay? And meditation, walking, Another thing is working out in general, making sure you're going to the gym, making sure you're doing any type of workout, whether it be push-ups, abs, go for a run, anything to help you forget about what's going on and bring you back to that neutral state of mind. Okay. The last point that I'm going to talk about here, guys, is the negative effect to trading while burnt out. It's not good. And like I talked about before, there is a recipe for disaster when you combine trading burnt out and trading. Okay. So being in a burnt out state of mind and trading, it's a bad recipe, right? When you are operating in this state of mind, you are not logical. You are not thinking at your top capability, right? Your emotions are high. And what happens when emotions are high? Intelligence decreases. So emotions go up, intelligence goes down. They're polar opposite, right? Because you're acting on emotion, because you are stressed, because you are tired, because you are not operating at a mental capacity you need for trading, you're going to make more mistakes. And by making more mistakes, you could ruin months and months and months of good trades. I know friends, I've been there myself, where one day can ruin it all. One day can ruin months worth of profits. This was at the beginning of the journey, but still, it still happened. And it was only happening because I was operating in that burnout state of mind, right? I'm sure you watching this video right now, you know the difference when you wake up in the morning and you feel refreshed when you're sitting here on the charts compared to when you wake up and you are still tired from the day before or the week before or the month before because you've been operating on empty. The difference is massive, and it relates to my previous videos where you guys remember I was trading London session, getting like 5 hours of sleep. Not good. Sleep, recovery, rest, it all goes into the formula of becoming the best trader you can be. You can move forward and move hard forward, but you have to recognize when you need to take a step back, just like the market does when it's overextended. So I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video. I wanted to touch on this one because I'm feeling this right now. I'm currently today, as you guys see this video, going out for a walk in the woods. So I'll post some stories of that on my Instagram. If you guys want to check, go follow me on there. We're almost at 85,000. And I just thought this was a perfect video because I'm going through this myself right now. So I appreciate you all if you've made it to the end of this video. Thank you. You guys mean the world to me. The support, the comments, the subscribers, everything has just been unbelievable. And I just want you to know that you watching this video, I appreciate you so much. I really do. And I hope you are able to see that. And thank you so much for tuning into my videos every single week. What do I say at the end of every single video? Let's be 1% better every single day. Take care, guys, and I'll see you on Sunday.